All right, welcome to the Vertical Shift Podcast. I'm Tommy.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jeremy.
Jeremy. Let's get started.
Let's do it. Got Mr. Jeremy in the studio with us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
Filling in for Justin.
Which is kind of par for the course. But Justin was here and you weren't.
Yeah.
We filled your shoes.
That's hard to do.
It was pretty easy.
So I think the ratings went down, tanked.
What did you think about it? Did you listen to it yet? Did you go back? You don't even listen to your own podcast?
I had the notifications popped up, but
Interesting.
He wasn't on it, so he didn't need to listen.
A little narcissistic. Huh?
no, that's not true. Thanks, Jeremy. No, I haven't listened yet, but I do plan to.
It was really good.
I heard it was good.
Jenny was amazing.
Yeah.
So.
Show.
And show.
Yeah.
Oh, you were here for Jenny.
Yeah. Oh, I was on it for Jenny. Yes.
My bad.
Of course.
My bad.
Yeah.
I got you. All right.
Well, so I didn't tell you this, or maybe I did. I don't know. Jeremy doesn't know this.
Yeah.
Speaking of Justin, we had a big snowstorm,
We did.
and I was out doing something in my truck because I have a truck that can drive in the snow.
Yeah.
And Justin sent us a text, and he said, hey, he was getting out or whatever. I think I texted you and Justin and said, I'm out, whatever. And he texted back that he was about to get out and go help his father-in-law. So I said, well, hey, I'll run by and pick you up because I don't think your front-wheel drive minivan will
He's
make
got
it
a truck.
out of the... Well, his truck is rear-wheel drive,
Right.
two-wheel drive.
Mine is too.
And he was planning to use his minivan. I wasn't saying that to be funny.
Oh, okay.
So I said, hey, I'll come by and pick you up since I'm out already. He's like, okay, cool. I even made the comment, hey, don't judge me for what I'm wearing. I've literally got like some sweatpants. I don't match, sweatpants, sweatshirt. I was just taking my daughter somewhere. And anyway, I didn't even get out of the truck. So I wasn't planning on seeing anyone. Right. And he's like, oh, yeah, same. So I pull into his neighborhood, turn into his cove, and he's standing outside with his boys. So the best way I can describe it, Jeff, remind me. So this is a couple times we've talked about our new studio.
All right.
And your style of painting where the light switches and the plugins are all the same color.
Color drenching.
Drenching. Thank you.
Was Justin color drenched?
Justin was head to toe color drenched in Carhartt. Brand new, spanking, beaming, brown, beautiful Carhartt.
Wow.
He had a toboggan, I think a Carhartt shirt, the Carhartt coat, Carhartt gloves, Carhartt overalls, like the work ones, Carhartt boots.
Man.
I mean, dude was looking fresh.
Right. Was it like a buy one, get six free or something?
I mean, who knows? He claims that he's had it forever.
Huh.
But I think like it was, I didn't see one speck of dirt on it.
Yeah. Well, it hadn't snowed like that ever. He was saving it.
I mean, and he does lotion his hands and things. I don't think he does anything to get dirty. I was just impressed.
Right.
Like this dude, it was, and
what was he going to do?
To help his father-in-law. Like we had to move a car. Because, well, he couldn't. His father-in-law was kind of stuck in his driveway. So it was good that I went because I was able to pull him out.
Yeah. I gave the twins a hammer and let them just smash it. And it was great. They had the best
time.
The car? Ever. No. The ice in the driveway.
So, I mean, I literally looked like I had half pajamas and half sweatpants. And this dude looked like a model. Mm. I mean, he was drenched.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I even told him, I was like, man, dude, you talking about, don't worry about what I'm wearing either. Like, man.
I would expect that from you, though.
Well,
you're kind of a diva.
That's why I prefaced my arrival with, hey, don't.
Right.
I wasn't prepared.
Right. I'm not my typical self.
Well, actually, I was my typical self.
If you would have come over wearing your gi, that would have...
I sold that. I don't have the gi no more.
Or your unitard.
I still have that. I'm not selling that.
Nobody would buy it.
You'd be surprised. That's a cold weather cycling, for road cycling.
Please come ride by my house. That would make me so happy to see you riding a bike wearing a unitard.
I told you I was that for Halloween one time. I had that on my Lance Armstrong jersey. I was Lance Armstrong for
I could see parents in your neighborhood. Don't answer the door.
It was like a retired Lance Armstrong.
There's a creepo coming out of the unit.
the dad bod.
The dad.
That's why I say retired cyclist.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I still have my cycling jerseys, and Christine's like, please get rid of those. I'm like, no.
Or wear them. You got two
I
options.
do put them on. She's like, please take that. Please burn that.
Do you still have the bike?
No.
Sold the bike.
No.
Yeah, although I've dreamed about getting one in the future, but put it in line. Still paying for. I'm paying for college now, so all my dreams have been crushed.
Didn't you have like a Peloton or
I
something
did.
too?
Well, yeah, but Christine did.
Oh.
We have a stationary.
Do you?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I just started back lifting weights. Oh man, I'm sore, dude. Have you started back yet?
Mm-hmm.
After
I
fast, you
can't-
didn't do it during your fast, did you?
No.
Because you couldn't. You didn't have
No.
no nutrition. Well, the last 7 days you had no nutrition.
Yeah, the last 7 days were rough.
Was that brutal?
It was brutal. The first 4 days were really
I made
brutal.
it 48 hours. I did the 40 days with 20 hours of no eating. But I would eat, I say 20 hours because I wouldn't eat past 9 p.m. and I wouldn't eat until 5 p.m. the next. So sometime in that range between 5 and 9 p.m. I would eat a meal.
Yeah.
I had no other food. But I was able to maintain, I was able to do okay that.
Yeah.
The last week, you did a week of no eating 7 days.
Yeah.
Did
you do the last 3?
I was on a business trip. I made it 2 of those 3 days. I could not. I was dying, dude. I'm telling you.
That's hard.
Well, I also take some pills, like
Yeah.
vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
And like,
I did too. But day 3 was probably the hardest for me. Because I thought, I was just drinking some decaf stuff, but I didn't realize that still had enough caffeine in it that when you cut it out completely, you'd still get that caffeine withdrawal headache. So day 3, it was brutal. It was really, really hard. But after that, really, day 5, it was weird because I didn't even smell food anymore. Because before I'd be like, oh, Aaron's cooking. I'm not even going home yet. Like I wanted that to be done because it was so hard. My stomach would just cramp up.
You didn't make your whole family do that too?
No.
Oh, I would have.
No.
Daddy ain't eating, nobody eating.
No. Not at all.
I'm just kidding.
But day 5, I made dinner for everybody. It didn't bother me at all. It was weird.
So are you back eating now? Because I know I kind of messed with you the other day, but that was all in fun.
It wasn't fun. You were mean to me. Tommy's always mean to me.
Wow.
Always. He loves, that's how you know when you're doing
everybody who listens to this show knows that's not true. They know that you're always mean to me. So let's just go that. Maybe I was just getting back a little bit. All I said was, you need to eat a cheeseburger. And you're like, oh, I'm going to drink some broth. And I was like, dude, you didn't do this for 40 days, just 7 days.
See, Jeremy, Tommy likes to act like he knows.
I
stuff.
Googled it.
He Googled it.
You were right, though.
Yes. Now you're going to admit that I was right. No, it took me a while to be able to eat anything.
Well, you drank some broth, which I'm telling you, if I ain't eat for 7 days.
Dude, you know how good that was?
Oh, I'm sure. Well,
Dude,
broth is good anyway.
Was
it bone broth?
I sipped on some bone broth.
That's good anyway, though.
It's really good for you, but man, when you haven't had anything in 7 days, it was like delicious.
But we drink that like we're not feeling good or just cold. Like, man, it's good stuff.
Yeah. All right, we're totally derailing.
Oh my
So, all right,
goodness.
let's jump into this. So, tonight we are going to dive into Jeremy's story and hear kind of just a cool process here of what discipleship looks like. And so, but to get started, Jeremy, we need to hear where you're from, your childhood, all that kind of stuff, man. Tell us about you, where you grew up, and get us started. We'll ask questions along the way.
Okay, so I was born in Memphis. Sorry. I was born in Memphis.
Not near Nutbush.
Are you from Nutbush?
Close.
I lived in Nutbush.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Shout
Tommy
out-
is the nut from Nutbush.
Shout out to my Nutbush folks.
Nutbush, Binghamton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, what street
Yeah.
do you live on?
Holmes,
Really?
North Holmes. Yeah.
Okay, that's close. Shout out to my Mayflower folks. I was on Mayflower between National and Jackson.
I don't know any of this because I'm not from Memphis, but
Streets, man.
yeah.
Yep.
Go
Don't know
ahead.
where you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, you grew up in Memphis.
Yeah, born there, and then about 7 years old, we moved out of the city.
Into the county.
Yeah.
Into the country then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super country back then.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
So what brought you out here at 7? Did your dad,
Yeah, they moved to get out of the city.
was it a job change or just location change?
Location
Let's
change.
get out of,
Yeah.
let's get away
My
from
parents,
Tommy.
we moved closer to the city.
Got nuttier.
Yep.
All right. So you moved out here at 7. All right.
Yep. Grew up in church, horses, all that good stuff.
Nice.
So it's just you and your brother, right?
Yeah.
So Jeremy and Chris is your brother, and Chris is older, right? Yeah. Okay. Way older. If you're listening, Chris.
Yeah, he's listening.
Okay. All right. So grew up in church.
Chris has been on before too.
Yeah,
That's
Chris has been on.
different story.
Yep.
This is Jeremy.
And so
Grew up in church. Yep. What was your let's skip high school and stuff. So what were you into in high school? Were you so you grew up in church? Were you active in church during your teen years?
Yes. Yeah. Played with the youth group band for the youth group.
saxophone,
Guitar.
clarinet.
Guitar,
I'm
man.
just kidding. Guitar. I know he plays the guitar.
I did play a little clarinet in
What?
middle school band.
Dude,
Yeah.
bring it back. That would be
I
so
would not
awesome to
admit
look up
that.
there and see him playing the clarinet. That'd be awesome.
That's not how you play the clarinet. Your hand gesture was just
Oh, the
like-
microphone's in the way.
the banjo. Just for those listening.
Anyway, so you played with the praise band. All right.
Yep. Did that and ventured into the music world outside of church.
The
Okay.
rock and roll scene.
Yeah.
We've shared some stories.
Dude.
Yeah.
Y'all like cut from the same cloth.
Close.
So he was jamming on the guitar
My
in your
facial hair
nutbush.
is
and
my
you-
facial hair is nowhere near as
That's
beautiful
true.
as his. So
That's true. He's got you crushed on
I'm
that.
envious sitting over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, no. We talked about this. Yeah,
If
we
you
know a lot
can't
of
hear
same people.
Jeremy speaking this, he has to sit far away from the microphone because his beard's like,
But it's beautiful though. That's
Okay.
the thing. It's not like a bad beard.
no, not at all.
It's like you use beard oil too.
No.
We're gonna stop talking. We're gonna stay on
Tommy's
topic.
beard looks like he's got mange.
I mean, it's spotty. It's-
Mine's nothing to brag about.
but how many bearded American
That's
Indians
true.
do you see?
Side note,
Wow, we're really off topic.
we totally derailed, but in Colombia, like basically it birthed in Peru, but there was an Israelite cult that came out of Peru, and they kind of followed old Jewish law where they wouldn't shave their
Yeah.
beard or anything. And they can't grow.
No, they can't. They look like terrorists.
They look like catfish.
Well, that's like a lot.
Their mustache would just
that's
grow
right.
on the edge of their
You
lip.
never
you know?
see that's right. You never see a bearded Peruvian.
You just don't.
Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Peruvian.
cool.
That was good. Anyway, all right. Sorry. back to Jeremy.
So in high school though, you played in a praise band, but then you got into secular music.
Yeah. Yep.
So very similar story.
like
to
played
mine.
with a
Very.
band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of hung out with a bunch of bands and filled in here and there and traveled with a few of them a
Okay.
little bit. Not big travel, just
Sure.
like,
Back then, if somebody were to ask you about your relationship with the Lord, or are you a Christian or believer, what would your answer have been?
I would have said I'm a Christian. I'm a believer.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever have a moment when you were a kid or growing up where you made a profession of faith?
Yeah.
Can talk us through that?
Yeah, so I was 8 years old, I believe. I walked down the aisle, talked to the pastor. I said the prayer. I got baptized.
What kind of? I mean, it's probably hard to remember at 8. I mean, do you remember anything that led up to that? Like what led you to want to walk down the aisle or do any of those things?
I do not remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just know
That's-
that happened, right?
I remember
'Cause
that
very
happening.
similar to me.
Like,
Like,
I remember specifically,
Right.
like it was my best
Brother.
my best friend had gotten baptized, and I was like, oh, and it was right after my brother, and
Yeah.
all these different things kind of happened. I was like, I'm going to do that.
I need to do that too.
But just nothing.
I think for
about
me,
it was-
so I don't remember, a lot about that, but I remember I was young, and just it felt like it was something I had to do. Maybe my
Yeah.
parents were just kind of kept leading, like telling
Sure.
me you need to do this,
Yeah.
but so you did that at 8, and
Yep.
Would you say that you followed,
No, I would say there was no relationship there
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like it was just probably what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Like I knew that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Did the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
and it's I'm not going to get into conversation about the age and what age you go to heaven or all that if you die and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's like, do you really realize and understand? To me, it didn't click until I was an adult, and
Yeah.
really understand what you're doing, like why
Yeah.
you need a savior,
Sure.
why you need, So anyway, but so you did that. You walked down, didn't really live a life that was evident that you
Right.
were a believer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what kind of band was this?
Well, we
Like Picking and Grinning, or
No.
like rock and roll?
we did some bluegrass stuff in
Okay.
church,
Huh?
but like
Yeah.
outside of that, I was always chasing like the harder rock scene.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scary.
it's
My Christian band was Cross, Christian Revival on Saving Souls is what that stands for. And we played Pentecostal churches because the guitar player's dad was a Pentecostal preacher.
Mm.
So he was a traveling preacher. So we'd play tent revivals and then back country.
Mm-hmm.
I emphasize that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Churches. I was not going to be surprised. I never saw snakes. I really wish I did, just to say I did that. I saw that, but I didn't. But it was one of those where you think that they might bring them out.
Sure.
We went from, I went from playing I Fly Away to then the hard rock scene. So probably a lot, when you said bluegrass style,
Yeah.
we did a lot of that at those country churches. But
yeah.
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 So how long did you do that with the band? Was it after high school?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
definitely after high school. I mean, it was never consistent, but it was just
Just kind of more of a hobby kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just something fun to do.
try
when
to
it
play
worked
with
out.
whoever I can,
Sure.
or if I wasn't playing, I'm just hanging out with other bands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that whole scene.
Now, did you go to college?
No,
No.
I did not.
Okay.
So, yeah,
started working.
yeah,
Started working and touring, man. Hitting the
So
road.
that was a
Yeah,
dream of all of us.
I wouldn't call it touring.
We'll call it touring. Makes it sound better, right? Anyway, all right. So, where'd you start working out of high school? What were you doing?
What type of work, if you don't want to name the place? So
Well,
what
yeah.
type of-
Yeah, just a bunch of odd jobs. Like in high school, I worked at the Christian bookstore
Okay.
that was in
Huh?
Memphis. Then just different jobs, electric company, cable installation,
Whoever would hire.
pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah.
Same. I did a wide variety of random jobs.
Really? I didn't.
I cleaned the bottom of a guy's boat one time. Like he just hired me and my best friend to just do random things for him, and we had to like scrub barnacles off the bottom of his boat. I'm like, how did we get here? You know? But
Okay. Anyway.
just random jobs.
Yeah, that's random.
But I mean,
so let's say, so you're married. How long have you been married?
14 years.
Well, I don't have to do math on that. So you met in your 20s.
Yes.
So tell us about that. Just meeting your wife. What were you doing during that time of your life?
Yeah, it was probably during this time when we met.
During the music time and all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wasn't playing with anybody, but just hanging out.
Yeah. Mutual friends or
mutual
acquaintances.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all met. Was she a believer?
I believe so. Yes.
Mm. Okay. So y'all got married eventually. How long did y'all date? Ooh, put him on the spot.
Yeah.
ooh, and we know she listens. Wah, wah. Come on, Jeremy.
So we dated. So we dated 3 separate times before we got married. So we dated first time, it didn't mesh, click.
Mm-hmm.
Another time, same thing. And then I don't know what happened. Third time, it was just third time's a charm. Right?
She got tired of you. She finally gave in to your constant annoying her. Fine.
That's what Christine said.
Well, that's why I'm talking from experience.
Yeah, that's
Actually, Christine fell in love with me.
Oh yeah, head over heels.
Her parents paid me. She's not here. I can say that.
so. I guess it was about a year. Excuse me. The third time before we got married.
Okay.
So when you got married, job wise, you're still bouncing around. What were you doing job wise?
I was actually working where I'm working now.
Okay. So you started working there. And church wise, did y'all start going to church when you're married?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Were y'all living out in the county area, or did y'all?
We got married living out here in this county.
Okay. And so once you got married, you weren't going to church. Kind of talk us through how you started getting back into church.
Yeah. How'd you end up here?
So we got she got pregnant 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had our son, and I grew up in church, so I always wanted him to grow up in church. She felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few years ago, like, she kind of put the pressure on, hey, we need to start going back to church.
Mm-hmm.
So we started visiting a few places, and my brother invited us to come here. So we started coming here, and it just felt like home.
Mm-hmm.
So
The children ministry here is amazing, by the way, too.
it is.
You know, that's one thing that led us here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably a good time to kind of cut in and say, hey, you know, Jeff, what was it? When did you come to Gateway?
So March 1st will be 10 years.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
So pretty much like when you came, though, we started meeting.
Yeah, it was probably...
Because you didn't have any friends. And then
Yeah.
we felt bad for you.
Yes. That's exactly how it happened.
We being really me and Justin.
It was
Or me and Pat.
probably...
Actually, me and Pat first. And
Yeah.
we paid Justin to be around. Yeah.
It was probably
It wasn't
towards
long.
the end of... I started March 1st. It was probably towards the end of the summer.
Yeah.
The Lord just really put a burden on my heart for discipleship. And I remember asking you specifically, and you were like, what'd I do? Why me? why are you picking me?
Tommy, the Lord told me that you need.
Yeah. You were real confused by it or something. It was funny. And so I remember your reaction.
Yeah,
being
that sounds
caught
like
off guard.
Yeah.
And so anyway, but yeah, so that started, 9.5 years ago.
Yeah, so that was like me, you, Pat, and then Justin came right along right there, and had a couple other guys came.
Yeah.
But since then it grew. Like, I mean, the four of us really met for several years. We had a couple people come and go.
Yeah.
But there was a time that, and we didn't promote it. It wasn't like anything like that, but it was just organically people can see what we're doing and what we have going on, and they want to, men need this, and there's not a lot of it.
Well, and oddly too, the more I read, the more ability we have to be connected to people than ever, and the more lonely people are now than ever too, because of that false connection that we think we have. So, but yeah, most men would say that they don't have real friendships.
And, we're not going to rehash our stories. And you can go back on the podcast and listen to my story and how Jeff influenced that. But through that whole process, the men's group grew and grew. And there was a point. So I'm going to get to this intersection here between Jeremy and us. But there was a point where you were pushing me, challenging me to step out, and I didn't want to.
Right.
I really felt comfortable kind of being.
That's probably the hardest thing about discipleship is the end result is to make disciples,
right?
Not just to stay being discipled.
That's right.
So,
But, I will say this too, and there's been some discussion. We've had some interesting mail, email come to us about this topic. And I think there's a balance between discipleship and the timing of which you push somebody out of the nest, right?
absolutely.
But there's also a little bit of difference in doing life with someone too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can disciple while you're doing life, but at some point, you definitely want to take on, your desire should be now to go out and disciple. That's what we're called to do. Right. But we can still live life together and help each other.
Sure.
So there's just kind of this, for us, it's been a weird blended balance of that, right? Because we're like best friends.
Right.
And we live life together at the same time. We disciple, you disciple me, I don't really do a lot for you. I'm sorry.
It's not true. It's not true. And so, kind of taking this connection. So, we did this for years. And as I tried to really push these guys, Jeremy, like out and like, hey, we need to form new groups. Like you need to be discipling. It was kind of like, bro, I've never had this kind of group before. And what I've shared in here, I've never shared before. It's stay in this. Like they kind of fought me on that big time. Pat in particular did not like that.
Well, because the things we were really opening up and it wasn't taken for granted.
And it was, it was such a real connection and bond and people sharing things that they've never shared before. And then the idea of bringing somebody new in and then having to let them in on that side of your story that you're not proud about. Nobody wanted to do that. And I get that. But at the same time, my question back to him was, well, what if you weren't a part of this group?
Wow.
And that's what you needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you've got to be selfless in that regard of, man, there's men that need this and we are keeping this to ourselves. And that's like taking the gospel and saying, it's just for me. I'm not going to share it with anybody else. It's so selfish. And so at the end of the day, and the gospel never makes us comfortable, ever. It's always refining and pushing and changing us. And so anyway, so over the year, we tried a couple of different things and some things worked, some things didn't, and kind of come back together. But then, Steve approached me and was like, hey, listen, I want you to identify 2 guys to do this together and start a discipleship group.
So let's stop right there. And then, so Jeremy, you've been coming to the church for a couple of years, maybe. Just talk through leading up to your conversation with our pastor.
Yeah, so we were coming maybe 6 months to a year before we joined, which was about 2 years ago now, I think. And then I guess that first year it was just kind of come to class, come to church.
I mean, you're just getting back into trying to do the
I
right
don't even
thing.
think I put you and Chris as brothers that first year. Like I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
probably
was
not.
just like, oh, just coincident they have the same last name.
One has good facial hair and one doesn't. Sorry, Chris. Facts. I mean, maybe he can grow one.
All right. So you were just here because you wanted your son to be in church.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably you grew up, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I knew I needed to have relationship and fellowship with the Lord. And so.
Why? Where was that coming from? What was happening in your life to?
I grew up in it.
Sure.
Like I knew that's what I was
You
supposed to
think
do.
that's the kind of the right thing to do, right?
Right.
And it checks a box. Like, oh, it made me feel good about
Right.
myself. That was at least part of my thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of that. And, it's, if I am a Christian, like, then I should be doing this.
Right.
So I need to chase after it and get to where I should be.
Okay.
And so I was looking for that. And
Right.
starting to read my Bible and study and try to have that relationship and fellowship.
So about a year into that, what was the difference where you were like, hey, I want to dive deeper? What was communicated at the church maybe, or what was happening in your life that you're like, man, I want discipleship?
So I took a grow group class
Okay.
that Steve led
Okay.
on David,
Yeah.
how to run your life.
Yeah. That was a very pivotal study, by the way. Shout out to Steve. A lot of good things happened from that show. Lord really got a hold of Stephen Chauffeur and that shared with us previously. But yeah, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and that made me start questioning.
Yeah,
like, was it real?
right.
Like the 8 years old walking down the aisle, was that real?
Sure.
Did I know what I was doing? Did I understand? Did I comprehend?
Mm-hmm.
And I finally came to the realization that I did not.
Yeah.
But before that, you talked to you signed up to go through this program.
Yes.
So that what led up to that? Just is that coming out of that grow group?
After that, wanting the fellowship, wanting the not having friends.
Yeah.
Like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And wanting that.
Yeah.
And looking for discipleship, someone to kind of guide down that path of fellowship and relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
So you felt this in your heart and your spirit, like, hey, I need to do this, right?
Yeah.
So the church had
a program
Steve,
signed up for discipleship.
That's right, called Launch.
Yeah.
Right. So you signed up.
Yes.
You told Steve or the church, hey, I want to sign up and be a part of that. At the same time,
Steve approached me and said, hey, we need some guys to lead. So pick some out. So I approached both you and Pat about doing it. And to my surprise, the man that I said that was like, no, this is our group, Pat, instantly said, yes, I'll do it.
Did. He said yes probably quicker than I did.
He did. You had a lot of, am I ready yet?
Yeah.
Am I ready to do this?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Jeremy will tell you I'm not.
Yeah, but I think so much of what makes discipleship amazing is if the discipler can point the disciplee to a dependence upon Christ and not them.
Yeah.
That's the key, right? And so
that's true.
So you guys both said yes. You both started out doing this, and I mean, it was probably 2 weeks. It felt like into this discipleship relationship. You guys come grab me after service.
Well,
right?
so just real quick. So we got paired up. So we didn't know. So you approached
so you
us.
didn't tell me who.
Like, we decided. All right, we're going to do this, man. So Pat and I talked about it. Like, listen, you got my back. I got your back. Like we won't let each other look too stupid, but we'll also be really upfront when we meet with them and tell them this is our first time. Like, I'm sorry, you got the short stick.
So just talking about discipleship in general, though, how did knowing that Pat was going to do it with you change or help you?
It did. It gave me a little more confidence that I wouldn't be the only one responsible for a lot more than
ruining.
Exactly.
Jeremy's life.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. Like, I have zero to do with it. Even if I'm the best speaker and the best Bible knowledge person, it has nothing to do with me.
Right.
It took me. I didn't really. At the time, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna look like an idiot.
Yeah. What if they ask me this question?
I'll make Steve look stupid and all these other. It's like Jeff is a moron for saying this. So anyway, all of those things definitely. There's an enemy there that. And that's where that spiritual warfare is real, that wants you to doubt the things.
And it wants you to stay where you're at.
He wants you to forget who really empowers you. Is it because it's nothing that personally we do at all, right?
Right.
And so, anyway, so we got paired. So we were told, hey, it's Jeremy and Luke. And so Pat and I set it up. We met with... we had our first meeting. Do you remember our first meeting?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yep.
That was fun though. We clicked. I thought so. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
It was a little natural. And you mentioned, so go ahead, tell us, let's let Jeremy, I'm putting you on the spot here. What do you remember about us, our first encounters, first meeting? We started talking. Did you realize then that it was the podcast? Because your wife.
No, I didn't know there was a podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Luke had heard the podcast.
That's right. Yeah. So tell us the story.
Y'all mentioned about it.
What you remember about that first meeting.
So, y'all talked about the podcast. I found out you had one. I was like, oh, what's it called?
Well, we weren't, just for the record, we were not promoting the podcast in that first meeting. Like Luke said,
right.
Hey, I listened to y'all's podcast. And he goes, oh, you got a podcast. So anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so I started listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
And then like I'm like listening to Tommy's story.
Yeah.
And like it felt like he was telling my story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how to describe how close it really felt.
So when someone opened up and shared their story, it impacted you. Interesting, Tommy.
Wait,
We had
what?
a discussion about this earlier. Somebody's got to step up and share, and what that does. It opens the door for someone else to relate to someone else's life and identify. Interesting. Anyway, just a little point I had to prove to Tommy.
Inside.
Yeah. Anyway, so as you're hearing Tommy's story, you're like, that's my story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Identified with that completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely. But I was still fighting it. I was like, no, I did this when I was 8.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so.
But it made me question more.
Yeah.
And start thinking more.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. It was a Sunday morning.
Yep.
We did the Lord's Supper,
Mm-hmm.
and I sat in the back, and I did not go down and partake because I was sitting in the back row crying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's one of those things where when they administer the Lord's Supper, the way Steve talks about it,
Yes.
hey, this is open communion. If you're a believer, if you have a relationship with the Lord, come to his table.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jeremy came and got me right after that service.
Yeah.
And I could see the tears in his eyes. I'm going to be honest with you, Jeremy. I hate saying that too. I always get on myself for saying the words. I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest. But the first thing I thought was something bad had happened. Like you just came and like I was thinking,
It's only been a week and I failed in discipleship.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. But it was like I immediately said,
Yeah.
Lord, help me. I don't know what he's about to say. Like
Right.
I didn't know if something tragic had happened and you're
Sure.
coming to me for spiritual advice.
Right.
But I think we probably had met for a month or so.
It seems way sooner than that, though.
I think it was just a week or 2.
See, that's what
Okay.
that's what I remember. I remember week 1, he heard it, he listened to the podcast, and week 2, he gave his life to the Lord.
Well,
it
you
was
just
that
spoiled
fast.
it. You just spoiled it.
Anyway, go ahead.
But after that service, Jeremy came to me and go ahead. You tell him. Like,
Yeah. And
You were just like, hey, I need to talk to you. Like this is like I didn't partake. He told me I didn't go down and take the
Yeah.
Lord's Supper.
Let him tell it.
Yeah, I am.
Go,
no,
Jeremy.
yeah, I didn't. I literally sat in the back row by myself, like in tears. Like
So you
knowing-
weren't with Amanda?
She was helping out in one of the
Okay.
children's classes.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I was by myself.
All by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The Holy Spirit was kicking you.
man,
Yeah.
Like now, brother.
yeah, exactly. So I remember we went and talked in a room,
Yeah.
and I don't even remember the question I asked y'all. I remember it was something about
Wait, I remember the question you asked.
something like the difference between. I can't remember the words I used.
Yeah, you said, you said, what's the difference between someone who is a believer and someone who professes to be a believer and like does all the like doing the right things, but like where do you draw the line? You know, you were like, what's
something else. Yeah.
yeah.
But I remember what you said to me immediately was, I can't tell you if you're saved or not.
Yeah.
And it was a slap in the face because I knew.
Because I said it's between you and the Lord.
Yep. And I knew I wasn't.
Yeah.
And we talked about this exact. I mean, it was like, gosh, it was like looking at myself in the mirror too, and it felt like all those,
But
same,
with the beard.
all those same emotions that I had with you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Now it's I'm trying to do math. 8 years.
Yeah.
February 2018. I have it written down on the day.
Yeah.
Those same emotions came back to me because I knew exactly how you were feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Tired of questioning it. Tired of doing all the what ifs, this or even, all right, Lord, please forgive, save me. You know, if I'm not saved, not save me. It's like tired of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was like, hey, we nail this down right now. Like from this point, like you get it.
Yeah.
This realization is on you.
100%.
You understand that you need a savior and that it's a free gift and you have to accept it and you have to repent. And you have to chase after him.
Yes.
And he, is right then and there. You tell it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right then and there, surrendered 100%.
And I could actually visibly see, we were all in tears now, right?
Yeah.
And I could see the weight lifted. You that you really changed from that moment on. To me, I could see a difference in you. I could see a sense of freedom, a lighter step, I don't know. I could see it, and even to this day, I see you're a different guy from before and after now.
Yeah,
it was a super cool experience for me because we were having Starting Gate that day.
Yes,
and Starting Gate is like our new members class, and so I was walking by, and Tommy and Pat are like, Jeff, come here, and so I run over, and everybody's in tears and tell me that you prayed to receive Christ, surrendered to the Lord completely. And man, just the joy on those faces, and man, the joy that like filled me to know that the Lord gave me the opportunity to be a part of both Tommy and Pat's salvation story. And for them to lead you, man, that was cool. That was really neat to see that. And
so you are a grandpa.
I'm a grandpa, man.
Man.
So super cool.
So, but we got to follow that up because Jeremy, did he talk to you, Jeff, or Steve, and say, hey, you want to get on the right side of baptism right now, right? Yeah. You want to follow.
Yeah, Steve told me, he's like, just let me know when you want to do it.
Yeah.
And then he started walking away, and I stopped him. I was like, hey, what about next Sunday?
Right.
Like, I was ready.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
If we're doing it, let's go all in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what a special moment to be able to share that, too, because then it was like, hey, Tommy, Pat, will you join Jeremy in the baptism of that and share kind of the story?
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Sweet, man.
It was really awesome. And I appreciate you letting me be a part of that, Jeremy. It was good.
I'm glad you were.
We have a really unique bond through all of that. And, as our group continues to grow, there's Pat and I and then Jeremy and another guy in there. Mm-hmm. We're starting to open up more. And we want it to grow organically. We're not going to force it,
sure.
Right? But as we're going through some of the foundational things in the Bible and the fundamentals, and some guys are further along than others,
right?
But it doesn't matter how far along or not. There's truth in things that we learn, even in the foundations. But just going through those things, it's also bringing us together closer as a group and working to continue to evolve that relationship to be even more open and really diving into.
And I'll tell you, as the discipler, you set the stage for that. You have to be the example and opening up and being real and sharing hard stuff. When you put yourself out there in that regard, my wife said it best here recently that when the person we were talking with just opened up the door and just shared everything, it creates this environment of like, I want to tell you everything in my story now. You just did all of that, so let me do that. And so, man, it creates this atmosphere of honesty and transparency.
Are you referencing this conference a few weeks ago specifically, or are you just in general?
No, just in general.
Okay.
My wife and I get to do a lot of counseling together and walking through some things together. And so, but we've just kind of seen that the more that we kind of say, hey, listen, this is who we were. This is where we were at when we first got married. These are the things that we argued about, that were stupid or ridiculous. And then it just makes people go, oh, okay. So we're not the only ones.
I think that's a good segue into kind of giving a little bit of the inside of that, inside comment you made earlier is that just recently you went to a conference in Toronto.
Yeah, I went to a missions conference in Toronto, and while we were there, we were talking about just the plague of pornography in our society. And
do you want to plug this book real quick?
Yeah. So in it, they were talking about how, Jeremy, this is crazy. They were talking about how when kids come out of college and they want to go to seminary, and when seminaries interview them, they don't ask them if they view pornography. They ask them how much.
Wow.
Like that's the standard has dropped in that regard to it because it is such an epidemic.
But let me just say this, or ask this too. Yes, it is. But is this also because there is a realization, or maybe not even realization is a bad word, not the wrong word. Is there a finally, like, really, there is a acknowledgement that the people in the church are no different than the people not in the church.
Yeah, sin, especially secret sins like this that can remain concealed, and you think I'm not hurting anybody. Those are the ones that are most dangerous because you don't even see it. You don't see what it's doing to you, how it's rewiring your brain, all the things. But the whole reason this book got brought up, so I want to plug it. It's The Freedom Fight. It's the new drug and the truths that set us free. And it's from Ted Scheimer, I think is how you say his last name, Scheimer.
Well, we hope.
And man, this book, I wish I would have had 20 years ago. Because I was in this fight 20 years ago. I didn't know have anybody to talk to about this. It was such a shameful thing, and that's where the enemy wants you to keep it. It's like, oh no, you can fix it on your own. Don't tell anybody.
Right.
That's embarrassing. Don't talk to anybody about that. And so just really, really learning, and a lot of lessons the wrong way. Like, if I'm a believer, if I'm born again, then why do I keep running back to this? Mm-hmm. And you don't know why it's doing all of this to you. And so, anyway, without giving too much, this is what we're going to talk about next. Next podcast is this book, the statistics, what's coming as a result of all of this, what we're seeing already in the church. Man,
well, I think too, crazy. Part of the comment then we made was you said, hey, you're supposed to share, before we got on air, we were just talking about this, and I said, hey, there's some things like people, including myself, wouldn't feel comfortable sharing in a public, always feel comfortable.
And I say, good.
Right, good.
We shouldn't feel good about sin.
Well, you also said that the discipler will lead that.
Yeah.
So I'll take your lead for it.
Absolutely. And I will. We'll talk about it. But I think the reason the enemy wins is because nobody's bold enough to talk about it, and especially the church. And that's something that we've got to look at moving forward. But
what they do is they sweep it under the
lumpy rug.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm telling you, every time. This is where it's all coming back.
Still my favorite name.
See? Thank you.
See, and also I want to point out that if Justin was here, love you, Justin, he would already been telling us it's time.
I know. Yeah.
Cutting us off, and we'd have to try to remember what
maybe it's Justin that's under the rug that's making it lumpy. No, listen, guys, we appreciate you listening tonight. Jeremy, thanks for sharing your story. Pray that you guys can be encouraged hearing that, hey, it doesn't matter where you're from, growing up in church or not, motivations for coming back to church, but be honest with yourself. Search your heart. Let the Lord expose that in you, and man, be obedient. Thanks for listening.